Each year, there are thousands of accidents in the United States. Many of the accidents involve motor vehicles going into a relatively unprotected body of water and becoming submerged in murky waters. What can you do to protect you and your family in the event your car suddenly and unexpectedly becomes submerged underwater? To answer this question, we spoke to a young Florida woman who experienced this precise scenario and fortunately lived to tell about it.
You don't know how to get out. I've tried every possible way. I kept trying to open the doors, they wouldn't open. I kept trying to unlock the doors, maybe they were locked, they wouldn't open. It just never hit me that I should just break the window.
On July 1st, 2006, Lama Farah was driving east on Curry Ford Road in a 2001 Mitsubishi Montero. She was wearing her seatbelt and driving the speed limit of 45 miles per hour when a second vehicle, abruptly and without warning, pulls into her left lane of travel, cutting her off, causing her to swerve to her left toward a grassy median, over a curb, and into a 30-foot deep retention pond, all in about 2 seconds of time.
My car completely started swerving and whatnot, and then it went over a hill. It slammed down. When it slammed down, that's when I heard a crack in my back. I didn't know what to do, but I did think I was gonna die, and the first thing that went through my mind was, how is my mother gonna take it?
Lama's attorney was Howard Butler of the Butler Law Group based in Florida.
Retention ponds and other unprotected bodies of water located near the roadway can present a serious hazard. They can turn an ordinary automobile accident into a drowning or near-drowning tragedy. If no one is there to immediately see the vehicle enter into the retention pond, the vehicle can submerge in a matter of seconds or minutes and become invisible to passersby. Occupants may be disabled, disoriented, or panic in these critical seconds as their vehicle begins to submerge underwater. There are numerous reported cases where occupants in their vehicles have been recovered from retention ponds weeks and even months later.
Lama Farah's insurance carrier wasn't impressed with her harrowing experience until Attorney Butler unearthed existing research on the subject.
Every 4 hours in this country, a car goes into the water. Once it starts to sink, you may have only seconds to get out.
Imagine being trapped underwater in your car. Every year, 300 people die when their vehicles become submerged. So what's the best way to escape a sinking car? To find out, we went to Survival Systems USA in Groton, Connecticut, where Director Tom Lazaro was about to teach me how to get out alive.
When people hit the water, what is the biggest obstacle?
First obstacle that most people have to overcome is panic.
My helmet on, my seatbelt fastened, I was lifted over the water.
How quickly will that car fill up with water?
It could be as quickly as 10 to 15 seconds.
So you need to move fast.
Absolutely.
When your car hits the water, your first instinct may be to get out through the door. But water pressure makes it impossible to open the door on a car that's half in and half out. But underwater, the door will open.
You want me to sit in that seat and wait until my car fills up with water?
The alternative is that you don't get out at all.
As the water rose around me, panic set in. One last breath, and I went under. I closed my eyes to simulate being in dark or murky water. Lazaro told me to keep my seatbelt on, even under the water. That would help me stay in place and give me leverage as I tried to find the door and open it. In just seconds, I was able to get out. This time, as the simulator sank, it flipped upside down. Now watch what happens to me. As the vehicle flipped, I became completely disoriented. I had no idea where I was or how to get out. Panicking, I grabbed for anything. That's when the divers intervened. Without their help, I wouldn't have made it.
It's probably one of the most terrifying things I've ever done, and I did that numerous times that day. It was, I really thought I was in trouble. I thought I was in trouble.
Lama's physical injuries were modest. She had a compression fracture of the mid to low back, which had healed pretty well over a period of some months. From our perspective, the more significant aspect of her injury was her psychological well-being following this near-death event. The CBS video documentary powerfully supported our position regarding the serious nature of Lama's psychological injury.
A couple of months after mediation, the insurance carrier resolved her case for 10 times the amount of their previous offer. Now, 3 years later, Lama is a senior at the University of Central Florida, preparing to become a general manager in the hospitality industry.
This documentary is a must. It really is a must. I think families should sit down with their kids and watch this documentary to inform them about what to do in an event of a car submerging.
To help educate the public, we've provided a link to a safety video regarding the critical actions that one can take in the event of an unexpected vehicle submersion. Members of the public should be aware of the various inexpensive safety devices on the market. Being prepared could save your life or the life of your loved ones.